Good morning, world. The aftermath of Typhoon Tino. First light. Poppy's about to go out for her walk. We can see what kind of damage has been done. I think it ended up being a Category 2 typhoon in the end, and it was pretty scary at one point. A lot of it is noise. Of course, things are smashing around, bashing about, but luckily we didn't break any windows or lose any satellites. Actually, that's a lie. One satellite fell down. You can see over there. I want to go down to the beach first because the storm surge was bringing the water right up to the front, and Story is worried about the tree that she planted after Typhoon Odette. If you're not familiar with the story, we were here in 2021 when the super typhoon destroyed Siargao. Afterwards, Story, my daughter, she planted a tree. Well, she planted a coconut right over here. Yeah, thank goodness, it's still standing. She'll be very happy. Last night before she went to bed, she was like, "Oh no, Daddy, what about Pisa?" Pisa is still here. Got a bit battered. The sign got knocked to the side a bit, but survived. That makes me happy. That'll make Story happy too when she wakes up. It is her birthday today. She is 9 years old, and we weren't sure whether we were going to be able to celebrate today because things were so badly timed. Typhoon hitting like on the day you're supposed to be prepping for your daughter's special day. We got through it in the end. Pretty anxious all day yesterday, but it didn't come to much for us. We got fortunate. I say we got fortunate, but really we were prepared. Our house is well set up. We have Starlink internet on both these houses here, and we have solar panels. We actually have a 6.75 kilowatt solar power system with a big battery, and right now the island is still in power cut mode, so nowhere else on the island apart from the people with generators and the people with solar have electricity since 2 p.m. yesterday. And this is my first time walking down the beach to see what's happened here. The waves were coming right up. It was so strong yesterday. If you saw the video, you'll know, like 3-meter waves. This area here has definitely changed. There was a lot of weeds, and I can see more sand has come up onto the beach here. It's the force of that ocean. Don't think we've lost any trees this time, but I'll go into the forest area afterwards and see what it looks like up there. So I'm making this video from Siargao. Typhoon Tino is still in the Philippines area of responsibility right now, but it's just not over us anymore. We were dealing with it from about yesterday morning through to, I would say, midnight before I could comfortably say it's gone and the winds had died off. By now, Typhoon Tino is probably just passing over Palawan and heading out towards Vietnam and Thailand, where it's going to have time to intensify once again and possibly turn into a super typhoon. Now, we actually got very lucky that it didn't turn into a super typhoon here, because all the weather reports say that it had all the elements of a super typhoon, and the only reason why it didn't turn into one was because it didn't have enough time to generate speed. So the typhoon was generating over there, and it was coming towards us at about 40 kilometers per hour. So by the time it reached us, the landfall broke up some of its speed. And that's why it was only about Category 2 by the time it came past Siargao. And also, it wasn't supposed to hit Siargao. It was supposed to go far north of us. But in the last few hours, it turned south and it started heading towards us. So we ended up being in the south eye wall of the storm, which is the weaker eye wall of the storm, but still in the storm, and we thought we were going to completely miss it. So for my dog Poppy, this is her second typhoon now. She went through Typhoon Odette with us. She's a Filipino Aspen dog who was rescued not long before the first megastorm actually, so she was there through both of them. She behaved very well actually. She stayed calm, she didn't bug us. It's only now that she's going out for a proper walk since yesterday's weather was so bad. You can see here actually that all of these plants have been affected by the sea, because normally this would be like that, much more dense, lots of flowers, and the water has clearly come all the way in here, and killed off the plants, moved away so we can see the sand again. Maybe this is just nature's way of it's resetting itself. You see this way, it's much more dense. Normally there's a lot of these purple flowers here on the morning walk. You can see them. I guess a lot of the trash and plastic has been washed back into the sea too, which is obviously inevitable. All the trees up here and the coastal rocks still standing, nothing broken down. Obviously there's a massive difference between a category 2 and a category 5 plus, which is what happened with Odette. But either way, a typhoon's a typhoon. Nobody likes them, nobody wants them to hit land, and yet where we are here in the Philippines, you're bound to experience them at some point. You know, they're just part of life. The best thing you can do is, from my experience, don't just accept that they're coming and that's that. In the periods of peace between storms, sort yourself out. Get solar power, get a generator, get whatever you can afford, even just like car batteries, something that can give you a backup solution for when these come. And I know that the people of the Philippines are resilient and they can recover and they can handle these things, but I don't think people here should subject themselves to the same torture every single time. If you can learn from it and prepare a little bit better the next time, we can do so. I noticed a lot of people were commenting on our videos yesterday and on our stories. They were saying, why haven't you boarded up your windows? You should have learned from the last time. The difference is that after the last storm, we did a lot of research and we ordered and had fitted strong, thick UPVC frames with 6mm thick tempered glass with a film on it, which if a coconut was to hit the window or anything, it would basically render it almost shatterproof. So we were 60-70% more prepared, even though it didn't look like it because we didn't have the wood in front of the window. So I just wanted to clarify that a bit. Our windows have been prepared. They're just like a different technology. We didn't use the same window system that was here before. Actually, we insisted that it was different, which is why the windows on our beach house and the windows on the other houses around are different, because we had them brought in from another island, a specialist company. So I was confident that the windows would hold. And in the future, because this is not my house, this is my landlady's house, if we were to be even more prepared, I think a set of actual storm shutters would be a great way to protect the front of the house. But it's not my property, so right now just having the UPVC was a good step forward. But I do think if there was another super typhoon coming and if it was heading in from the east, like if we were getting landfall and wind pressure coming from the east, like from this side, I would definitely want storm shutters and not just a little plank of wood bolted to the wall on the outside. Woo! I think Poppy's ready to go back home. Let's go and have a look. I can also tell a story that her tree has survived. So let's take a closer look at the property. You can see that the kubo here has had a bit of damage. Some of the metal panels have been bent and twisted. It's not looking very healthy, but this area looks okay. Trees are okay. Some leaves have fallen down. This kubo hasn't really lost any nipa, and the new house, the purple house, seems solid. Oh, I can just see one of those big beautiful butterflies again. It just flew by. You can see here all of the power lines remained up. They've got a big strong concrete pole here holding everything together, and hopefully it's just cosmetic damage. Bits and pieces like bushes falling down, plants falling over. Nothing like the aftermath of Odette, which was absolute destruction with trees falling down and cars crushed and homes destroyed. I think we're okay. Let's have a quick look out towards the road. You guys are cleaning up already. It's looking all right over here, not too bad. Morning. Did you lose any solar panels? They're okay?
No, it's alright.
Everything stayed.
One tree, mangyum tree, but the bananas in the roadside.
Yeah.
It's like bending and
Oh, they all bent down. Actually, I'm going to go down there now and see what
Yeah.
the road looks like. Because last night I came to the car to see if the car was okay, but I didn't check out down by the road. Are the dogs okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
This one, he sleep in our house, and the three of them they go inside.
I didn't hear them all night.
Yeah,
It was only around about midnight.
In the early morning. I think because of the things all over here, so they're thinking that somebody were walking or
Yeah. I heard the cats. Misty was meowing at our door for a while. Any structural damage at all?
no.
Everything is okay for the
Only the
houses?
leaking.
Just leaking windows, yeah.
Sometimes it's really not our fault, so I can show them that you know, you have to fix it again.
Yeah.
But this one we have to like do it with the same with this you know, there's a what they call that, a slide,
Oh, yeah.
so the water cannot really go in right away.
Yeah, because I mean,
It's old already, so we need to
that window is the worst one, the sliding one.
the sliding
Yeah,
one,
because
no?
there's nothing you can do because it's like,
It's always leaking.
yeah, it's leaking because it has a channel there where it
Yes.
fills up. So it just needs, I think it's just a design problem,
Yeah,
really.
problem.
They don't really work very well.
It's new, huh?
Yeah, the new window,
That's expensive.
new window and leaking already. Well, we use it as a learning experience, don't we?
All the time.
Yeah.
Island life.
Well, good to hear that everything's okay.
And the last, I think there was a last force last night.
Some gusts.
I think so.
Yeah, afterwards there was some gusts. I did think that. Yeah.
Hopefully today.
Yeah. Well, if you need power, we have plug socket there.
Okay.
And just charge your stuff.
For the Starlink for them.
Yeah, you can do it.
Couple.
Yeah, they need it, right? I checked this last night, but the carport is still standing. Papang's house looks okay. Nice and strongly built after the first storm. And I'll tell you, it was just telling me that a lot of the banana trees fell down. Oh yeah, wow. God, that is a big difference. This whole area was very dense as of yesterday, and now, my goodness, they've all bent flat. God. Well, this is the direction in which the wind was coming. So this area here definitely got the worst of it. Wow, this is very different. Wasn't expecting this actually. All the banana hearts are being collected to eat. Surprised. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see this. I thought everything would have been fine because the area around our house felt so strong. All of these were planted after the first typhoon. They put banana trees up because they grow much faster than coconut trees and wanted to create the cover, but obviously they're weaker. They've fallen straight down. The root system is definitely not as powerful as the coconuts. Hey Poppy, I just spotted your friend. I spotted your little friend, look. He's over there. He's all right. This is one of Poppy's favourite street friends. They always get excited when they see each other. I don't know if he's got a permanent home. He seems to always come out near this kubo here, which has lost its roof. And he looks a little bit worse for wear, looks a little bit sad, but at least he's not gone. He's still around. Yeah, go and sniff his stuff. Hey, don't be afraid, it's just Poppy. You two always hang out. Oh, okay. But at least we didn't lose our cell towers, we didn't lose our coconut trees, and it looks like it's just banana destruction. If you couldn't hear before, when Ate Mary Jane was telling me, she said that the power company is dealing with some fallen lines across the Philippines, and that's why the electricity hasn't come back on yet. But I'm seeing a lot of tourists escaping back to General Luna. I don't think any of the big boats are running, any of the small boats are running, and judging by the last storm, they probably won't run for a good few days because the energy, the wave energy out at sea is just too rough for boats to travel right now. It's not safe. The Coast Guard will have an alert to stop boat travel. I'm sure that's going to be the case. I'm not sure if the flights will be back up and running because flights were cancelled yesterday, of course. I can hear the generator running for the cell tower, so they're obviously providing internet for the people that don't have Starlink. the island is definitely a little bit more prepared than it was after Super Typhoon Odette. So Typhoon Tino did not beat us. We're still going strong. We're still here. If you want to support people less fortunate than we were in this situation, I encourage you to look up Nature Kids of Siargao. It's the NGO that we are associated with. Our friends run it and they are very trustworthy. I'll put a link in the description down below. Any donations and stuff to go towards the people whose houses were damaged or destroyed, or people that have lost their livelihood. You know, they might have lost their farms, they might need seeds. Small donations can go a long way. I'll put a link for that down below so you can find a trusted source. If you trust us, you can trust them. Our friend Sunny has been here for, you know, over a decade, looking after this island, setting up proper systems so that the people of Siargao can get what they need safely and with no corruption. So I'm going to end the video for today. Hope you appreciated this little update. I mean, this is my first time seeing the streets myself, and yeah, I am surprised. It's quite a stark contrast, the beach area, the land area, and then the road. 3 completely different levels of damage. I think we're going to be all right. Now it's time for me to go in and let my children know everything's okay and have a nice day today. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.